Luna's more than 100x'd in less than a year, but is it too late or is there still time to get in on this project? Every top 10 crypto has seen a decrease in price recently, except for one. Luna, the Terra protocol's native token, has been on fire. And to get in on this excitement, I've decided to run a crypto trading bot on Luna to see how this token holds up. So here I am on Pinex. I'm going to use their grid trading bot to put $1,000 on Luna. I'm going to let the AI set the trading parameters just to keep things simple here. And there we go. I'm going to report the results later on in this video. Now let me give you a short background on Terra. Terra is among the first blockchain networks with purely algorithmic stablecoins built for e-commerce. They're a layer 1 blockchain and smart contract programmable. It's kind of like an automated Federal Reserve. So picture a robot version of Jerome Powell. Robot Jerome is pre-programmed to execute specific actions to control and influence prices. If Robot Jerome detects that there isn't enough currency, he automatically fixes the problem. Now you might be wondering, how is this different from most other stablecoins? Well, Terra stablecoins rely on a two-token seinoridge model, and this is just a big brain way of saying that prices are stabilized by controlling the supply of coins in the circulation. When the coin price is above the peg, the supply is increased, and when the price is below the peg, the supply is decreased. Terra offers many different stablecoins, but UST is the biggest both in market cap and total value locked, with a market cap of $9 billion. To mint UST or any other Terra stablecoin, an equivalent amount of Luna must be burned. UST is getting more and more popular for a few major reasons. First, you can earn nearly 20% APY on this token through the Anchor protocol. And second, people are getting pretty sick of Tether's shenanigans. Tether, the largest stablecoin in the world, has been surrounded in controversy for years, as well as concerns that they don't have complete assets to back their stablecoin. Terra is more decentralized than Tether, as there's no central entity that has to prove that they have backing. It's run in part by smart contracts. This gives UST a unique value proposition for those who are sick of trusting humans to do the right thing. Even though there is Terraform Labs, the company behind Terra, the founder of Terra has agreed to completely abolish Terraform Labs if regulators do come after them, and this would make it fully decentralized. As far as I can tell, this would make UST untouchable to regulators, and this would live up to being a true decentralized stablecoin. Just don't try and call customer service because there won't be any. Hi, yeah, I'd like to check the status of my UST deposit.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Jokes aside, there are some risks to decentralization. There are incentives for burning Terra and UST to keep that price pegged right at $1, but if they don't work, UST could be thrown off its peg. This actually happened back in May when a ton of people were swapping stablecoins to Luna, and at the same time, the value of Luna was slipping as people were selling during the crash. This is bad. Nothing will panic a trader more than seeing their stablecoin at less than $1.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
This led Terra to introduce Proposition 90, as well as a whole bunch of other additional updates, which will help solve this issue. The Columbus 5 update happened in September. Every time Luna was burned to mint UST in the past, a small portion of profit went to a community pool to fund new projects on Terra. The first upgrade did away with this, and now 100% of Luna will be burned when it's minted for UST. This helps make Luna a more deflationary token, meaning there will be more upwards price pressure on the token. Then we have version 2.1 of Ozone Insurance, which is basically a safety net for those who hold UST just in case it falls off its peg. After that was the release of Stargate. Stargate opened up the interoperability floodgates for UST and other Terra assets, which basically means that Terra can more easily be used across different blockchains. This helps to attract far more users. Stargate also increased Terra's transactions per second throughput by somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 30x. Finally, with Columbus 5, there was significant staking yield increases as well, up to 7 to 9%. So the goal here was to increase the amount of Luna staked and the demand for the Luna token, which seems to be working given the recent price movement. But Terra's overarching goal is to be a global payments and e-commerce platform. So here are some of the programs running on the Terra blockchain at this moment. This is important because the more useful programs built on Terra, the higher the price of the Luna token will go. Mirror is a DeFi protocol powered by smart contracts that enables the creation of synthetic assets called mirror assets. So for instance, you can see these popular stocks are mirrored to their actual share price, and this is a fascinating use case for crypto, especially for those who might might have trading restrictions in the country that they live in and they want to buy a stock. They can simply buy these mirrored assets without any permission from a central authority. I do wonder how this will pan out in the legal arena though. Then on top of this, we have the Anchor protocol, which I mentioned earlier, earns around 20% yield on UST. That's roughly 400 times more than what you earn in your average bank savings account. Anchor protocol has been on a massive rise in total value locked and is currently at $10.6 billion, which is double from where it was at the beginning of October. Chai is a payment platform which is powered by Terra's blockchain. This makes perfect sense considering that it was founded by Daniel Shin, who is one of Luna's 2 co-founders. Chai is currently available on Tmon, which is an e-commerce platform with 10 million users. Chai creates and manages a Terra wallet for the customer behind the scenes. The front-end interface doesn't actually provide crypto information, making it as seamless as using something like PayPal. The fee for merchants is considerably lower than using a credit or debit card at a processing rate of 0.05% rather than the normal 2 to 3%. This app really feels like the future of blockchain tech. I think for true crypto adoption to happen, people need to be able to use it without knowing that they're using crypto. A customer shouldn't have to know what a hash rate is or what Byzantine fault tolerance is in order to buy something with crypto. It's no different than the internet. You can be on YouTube smashing that subscribe button, as you should, without needing to know JavaScript. This all makes me bullish on the Terra ecosystem, which in turn can only help the Luna token. Now let's take a look at some other events contributing to Luna's upwards price performance. Terra has passed a couple of proposals to burn $4.5 billion worth of Luna from community pools. The burn will occur every 800 blocks produced. When the vote happened, initially 89 million tokens were burned and the price of Luna rose instantly from $50 to $54. This is one of the largest burns of layer 1 assets in crypto market history. Also, with the release of Columbus 5, there was hundreds of dApps waiting for the upgrade before launching, and the upgrade has now happened. This includes the release of an AMM decentralized exchange called Astroport, and this is big. Astroport launched on December 14th with an incentive for users to lock up their Luna to be airdropped Astro tokens. According to DeFi Llama, Astroport currently has 1.28 billion in total value locked. More than 50% of that consists of Luna. And then we have NFTs. The Terra ecosystem launched their first NFT collection. So you can see that there is a lot going on in the world of Terra Luna and a lot to be excited about. But is Luna a good buy now, or did we miss the boat? I think Luna is destined to continue upwards in the long run. However, I plan to be really careful not to go all in at near all-time highs. I think patience is the key to winning the game of crypto. So let's say you have $1,000 to invest in Luna. Maybe consider investing $100 a week for 10 weeks instead of $1,000 all at once in order to help reduce that volatility risk. Of course, that's not financial advice, but how high can Terra go from here? Well, I'm not a fan of direct price predictions. I've seen on Twitter a $1,000 price prediction for Luna, meaning it would more than 10x and compete in size with Ethereum. Given how unique the ecosystem is with not only being a layer 1 blockchain, but also being a global e-commerce platform, I could see this potentially happening at some point in the future, but I would never bank on that kind of price action in the short run. If this is the Ethereum killer, it will take time. And the bot results are in. We've been running this bot on Luna for 24 hours now on Pionex, and let's check out the results. We are currently up 1.35%, and it looks like this was actually as high as about 3%. And this is in comparison to Luna only being up 0.5% for the last day. So we actually made more profit on this bot than Luna made in the last 24 hours. Pretty awesome. I'll have Pionex linked in the description if you want to mess around with some bots of your own. So there you have it, everything you need to know about Terra. From here, I recommend checking out the link in the description for iTrust. With iTrust Capital, you can actually place your crypto in a Roth retirement account. This means you can buy, sell, and trade to your heart's content and pay no capital gains on your wins. This is amazing for traders. With a Roth, you pay your tax up front when putting the money in the account, and then at retirement, you pay no tax once you start pulling out at age 59 and a half. This is probably the most simple way to save on all capital gains. I'll have them linked in the description, and if you use that link, you'll receive $100 in free Bitcoin just for joining. And that's going to do it for today. I would like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.